It's time to bring the action at Darlington Raceway. It is time to continue one of the best traditions in racing. It's time for the Southern 500.
Three wide, Steve. That is aggressive contact.
Oh, Martin Truex Jr. He's lost it. Takes Blaney up into the wall with him.
Two of the best cars in practice. I thought Blaney had the best long-run car.
I'm an idiot.
And here you heard him. I'm an idiot. Truex says he knows he made a mistake only 2 laps into the race. Truex 58 above the cut line. Mathematically not a guarantee, but I thought everything was going to be easy. This is an uphill battle already.
That is a huge moment in this race and perhaps in the year. How much damage does Truex car have?
It hurts Ryan Blaney from the standpoint of potential stage points and then the overall points. He's locked into the playoffs, but this was what neither driver wanted.
Truex just simply got into the corner too hard for the amount of grip that he had. That's part of this, though. Lap 3, he doesn't really know. It chases the car up the racetrack, makes contact with William Byron, overcorrects the car. Big damage to Blaney.
Let's get this Cookout Southern 500 going again. Let's do it. Huge crowd here in Martinsville, and we're back to action. Wallace and Larson. Chase Briscoe in that black and white high point. Ford right behind. Here comes Tyler Reddick. The 2311 cars are on the charge, and that begs the question, what kind of a role will Tyler Reddick play in helping his teammate make the playoffs tonight? So he backed it up twice, and here we go. Pit stops are happening. Race leader is in. Kyle Larson follows Bubba to pit lane. Marty Snyder standing by. Take it away.
Kyle Larson comes to his pit stall, which is downturn towards turn 4. Also, Joey Logano here on pit road. Everybody should pit in a very small window here. Cliff Daniels said, hey, how's your car to Kyle Larson? He simply said, really good. Dave?
Bubba Wallace seemed very happy with the 23 car when he was asked to give a balance check by his crew. He said it's just a little greasy when I'm running really hard. That's not something they really adjust for. That's just what they want to hear from the driver in terms of what he's feeling. He'll get 4 Goodyear tires and a fuel filled here, and he's got that first pit stall. Marty.
Tyler Reddick, who ran second to his teammate Bubba Wallace for much of that run, said at the very end, I feel like I'm burning up the rears just a little bit so I could stand to be a hair tighter. Otherwise, very happy as green flag pit stops. The first set happening here at Darlington in the Southern 500. And look how busy pit road is, Lee.
And successful for Kyle Larson. The 5 beat the 23 off.
Yeah, that first pit stop for the 23 will be a big advantage under yellow, but under green, no real advantage, almost a disadvantage because you're so close to getting up to speed as we see Reddick pull away. Kyle Larson overtook the 23 car. Still some cars to come to pit road, but the 5 will assume the lead of the race when it cycles.
So as Hamlin leaves, we want to take you back and show you this. That involves Kyle Busch. Boom.
It's a pretty good little contact right there. Flat, luckily, but just take a listen.
That's a part of the racetrack where the wall actually comes back out into the track off of turn 2. It's very, very easy to hit the wall there. When this race is over, he won't be the only one to do it.
Kim, a moment ago, Tyler Reddick lost third to Chase Briscoe and then almost immediately gave another health update. Listen in.
Copy. I think the car is okay. I'm just really fighting it right now in here. Get some crackers or something too. Just plain crackers. I don't know. Bread, something. Yep, ma'am. We'll get you.
So that is what the team has done. They have fashioned a bag that they're going to hand to Tyler Reddick once he makes the stop here at the end of stage 1. In that bag does have the Tums and also 2 packs of crackers and some regular crackers as well. So Steve, I can't imagine being in Billy Scott's shoes right now. So put me in those shoes. You kind of feel, I'm sure, helpless as a crew chief, right? You can't do much to help your driver. What would you do if you were Billy Scott, Steve, to let your driver make sure that he can make it to the end of the race?
Final lap of stage 1. Kyle Larson, it has been a very strong performance. It's his 9th stage win of this 2024 season, his 5th at Darlington. Ready for stage 2 here of the Southern 500. Kyle Larson and poleman Bubba Wallace. Let's go here at Darlington. This is going to be a tough slog for Tyler Reddick. Can he hang in there? He's up on that high line. Chase Briscoe is doing the chasing of Kyle Larson. Reddick around his teammate to third. And ever present is that 11 of Denny Hamlin. He's just been creeping and sneaking his way forward, and Ty Gibbs, his teammate, is going with him. Briscoe blocks Reddick.
But since they both clear traffic, William Byron's car has really come to life. Now Hamlin will throw it down to the inside.
Oh, a little touch.
Oh.
Loosens up the 24, and Hamlin's by.
Oh, I don't think William Byron's going to love that on the radio. I knew he would, he knew he had to fight the 11 off, but aggressive for stage 2. I think this goes back to that engine penalty. I think Denny is driving with just a little bit more ferocity because he feels like he has given up so much.
Yeah, Denny just up the racetrack into the left rear quarter panel. If you're William Byron, you're like, what the heck, man? Like, I'm up against the wall. What do you want me to do?
Final lap of this second stage, and the pilot of the HendrickCars.com Chevy for Hendrick Motorsports won stage 1 in Vegas, won stage 2 in Vegas, and drove all the way to victory lane in Vegas in just the third round of this 2024 Cup Series Championship. Is that an omen for tonight here in the Southern 500? Nobody has really been close. Chase Briscoe, yes, but Kyle Larson in control. Stage 2 victory. 10th stage win of this year. When we come back to green here to start stage 3, we're going to listen inside the 5 team. Let's get ready to go. Stage 3 of the Southern 500. Let's do it.
I'll roll in here. Still rolling. You have no help here. Still tight. Still tight. Still tight to you here. Still tight all the way bottom lane. Still tight. Still tight inside. Still tight to you. Still very tight. Still there. Just shooting him. Still there. Still there. Still just shooting him. Still just shooting him right here. Still there, tight quarter. Still just shooting him. Still there, quarter, tight, clear, clear, clear.
Well, we have a big battle going right here. You see on the bottom right, that is Chris Buescher, who has now been overtaken by the 8 of Kyle Busch. And why that matters is because this gap right here is down to 4. I mentioned we needed 12 spots between the two. Well, now on the bottom of the screen is the 23 of Bubba Wallace. And if you look up here, he's got 3 cars up to Chastain right in front of him that I think he can get. Here's Reddick coming back to him in a hurry. I mean, the 23 is much better than the 45, the 1, and even the 54 in their tire situation. So now it's down to 3 points. I think this is going to be a high-pressure, high-nerve situation for the 17 and the 23 over these last 60 laps.
We are under caution for just the second on-track incident, and it is Spire Motorsports' Carson Hocevar, who started on the front row earlier today, losing control of the 77 all by himself.
He was underneath Eric Jones. Not sure if anything happened before they got to turn 3, but just underneath him, and he loses it.
So slick, getting to the end of this tire run, and rear grip just goes away. And unfortunate, couldn't be worse timing for the 1 of Ross Chastain, who had just entered pit road.
Oh boy, what a nail biter between 2311's Bubba Wallace and RFK Racing's Chris Buescher for that 16th and final spot to contest the final 10 rounds, the playoffs of this 2024 Cup Series. It is Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin with 48 laps to go. Let's go! Hamlin on the inside. And it's the first time in a long time that we've seen anybody really hassling Kyle Larson. Hamlin's ahead. They touch, heading down the back straight here in Darlington. Larson is unrelenting. He does not want to relinquish the lead. He has led for 245 laps tonight and is making life hard for Hamlin.
Yes, you will.
Oh, contact on the 7.
Oh!
He gets into Todd Gilliland. They ran out of real estate on the exit of 2. It started with the 38 sliding up, pushing the 17 into the wall. Lucky for the 17 to avoid this.
Let's have a look at what happened to the front row motorsports driver.
Yeah, Gilliland underneath Buescher, trying to make the pass, gets up the racetrack, squeezes Buescher a little bit. Buescher back down into him.
Listen. So how bad was that hit, Jeff?
I don't think it was that bad, but what, you know, when Buescher gets into the wall, he then comes back, you know, hits the wall, then it comes back and hits the 38.
"40 laps to go when the green flies here in Darlington. Let's see how those closing 40 laps shape up. Larson gets a great restart. Hamlin pushed him last time, and here comes Chase Briscoe. Briscoe's not done with yet. Look at that move, sweeping around Denny Hamlin as Larson clears them. What a run off turn 2 that was for Chase Briscoe. And now he's got Larson in his sights, and here comes Chris Buescher, bottom right. Look at this traffic jam. Caution's out. Oh, and it's for Carson Hocevar again. Significant damage on the front right. And for the likes of Kyle Busch and Christopher Bell, this brings everybody closer together.
And for what we just saw with 3-lap pressure tires, I think there is no conversation for anyone on pit road.
Yeah.
But to make the pressure higher, Jeff, you keep talking about it. Now we're at 21 cars on the lead lap. With another free pass, we'll be at 22. What that means is, if you're Chris Buescher, 3 and 4 on the last corner, could be 5 positions. That could be eliminating you for the playoffs. You know, you get to a point where there's not enough cars on the lead lap, you start to feel safe. We're going the other way at this point.
All right, get ready. Be 26 laps to go. Ross Chastain in the 1, doing whatever he can to try and stay alive and hope that he has a chance. But everybody that he's surrounded by on fresh tires. Here we go. Gibbs on that high line. Larson on the low line. Briscoe feels he has a chance. Gibbs is looking good on points to make it. Briscoe wants to race his way in like Chastain does. Here goes Briscoe on the inside. The big move from Chase Briscoe. This could be the difference between making the playoffs or not. Wow.
The one of Chastain got an amazing start, better than I expected. 54 kind of paid that off, but what a move by the 14 down the backstretch.
That was epic. And look at this, 3 wide. Wow, we got a caution. Multi-car incident. Ty Gibbs, Josh Berry, Bubba Wallace, it's over. Wallace's playoff hopes. Busch is trying to dodge the carnage. William Byron's car is torn apart. And Noah Gragson in it as well. How badly damaged is that 23? Watch this. How did it unfold? Josh Berry pushing his way through the middle of Denny Hamlin and Ty Gibbs. Keep watching it.
Yeah, 3 wide into turn 1 at Darlington never works. It's just not enough room. Somebody had to lift there. Josh Berry extremely aggressive, shooting the middle here, and it's just too wide through there, Steve, is difficult, and now they just all stack into each other.
And Bubba Wallace was doing a really nice job, some front-end contact, but then Noah Gragson nowhere to go. He was the one that made the heavy contact to the back of the 23. So you see right here, flames out the pipes, he's on the brakes, some front-end contact, but I don't think this was enough to kind of end it, right? You're gonna see him run into the 24. I mean, it's not great, but then right there, the big shot by the 10.
Pace car off. Track is clear. The green will fly with 17 to go here in Darlington for the win of the Southern 500 for an entry to the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. How ready is Chase Briscoe? Gets a flyer. Watch that yellow and black car, the 8 of Kyle Busch on the inside of Keselowski. Now lining up Preece. He goes to the inside of Preece. Christopher Bell is out chasing Briscoe.
A great start by the 14, Jeff, matched by the start of the 8. Lots of positions in one set of corners.
Yeah, Briscoe did a great job. He kind of caught Larson sleeping a little bit, but look at Kyle Busch. Kyle Busch is coming hard.
There is nothing between these two at the end of 500 miles. One lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Can Briscoe hang on? Or has Kyle Busch got something? Both guys are going to break a very long winless streak. But who will it be? Kyle Busch throwing everything at Chase Briscoe he can. It's a win and you're in. And the 29-year-old from Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe wins the Southern 500 and is going to the playoffs. 2 weeks in a row, we have been treated to a win and you're in. This time, it's Chase Briscoe.
God, it's so good, dude.